Fighting from the trenches. Dagnabbit, I can't see in this thing. I can't hear in this thing. I can't think in this thing. All right, okay, staff. We think that the pillowcase in the gloves was a nice idea, but it could have been done better. Yeah. How about no pillowcase and no gloves this time, but next time we will do the pillowcase and the gloves right. Then we'll go full battalion. Everybody calm down. I mean you no harm. Let me unring this bell. My name is Pastor Dwayne E. Hall, and this is Dunamis Ministries International Video Newsletter. This is the age of the computer. It is the tell-it-all age, the information age, the message age, but I believe that God has a message for this mess age. I want to talk to those that are fighting from the trenches, the ones that are fighting to make ends meet, the ones trying to get an understanding of all things. If you are stumbling around in the dark, prepare to be deceived. I'm just one body trying to tell anybody about somebody that wants to save everybody. That skit about the pillowcase over the head was a metaphor, an example of our mind being shrouded from the truth. And the gloves on the hands, it is a symbol of us not wanting to get our hands dirty, cleaning out the mess in our lives. Sometimes the only way that we can change our position is to first change the way that we think. Among the inventory you have in you is a very valuable asset, and that's what I want to talk to you about. Those of us that are in a fight for a new way of life, facing some things that we have no control over, we need help. We need to believe in something greater than ourselves, or we will fall for anything. We need conclusive proof what to believe in, because this is our life, and what we do helps to determine the future of ourselves, of our children, of our family, of our friends, of our community, and even of the world. We must be aware of our surroundings, not only locally and nationally, but also internationally and spiritually. Whether you know it or not, or believe it or not, we are a child of two worlds, a child of the spiritual world and a child of the natural world. And what is so amazing is that we are a child of the Spirit first. This is DMI, Dunamis Ministries International Video Newsletter, and this is called Food for Thought. Fighting from the trenches means to be in a deep furrow, a ditch, a long, narrow, crooked ditch, embarked with its own dirt and used for protection and concealment in wartime. Here is food for thought. What if we were all being set up by the worldly powers that be? What if there was an element out there trying to have centralized control of the world and all that is in it, including us? And an element that was trying to control our minds so that our body would follow their lead? What if this element was in control of the international banking, oil, food, labor, the media, politics, the military, religion, and education? An element that was trying to pull our attention away from community-mindedness to selfishness through reality shows. An element presenting a utopia that the element knows we could never reach. And it would only cause us frustration trying to achieve it. What if this element was so advanced that it could cause catastrophes all over the world? What if it had the ability to control the weather, such as floods and droughts and hurricanes and tsunamis? What if this force was trying to keep us doing things so we wouldn't have time to think? causing us to scramble from one thing to another, keeping us off balance. What if this element out there was trying to control the masses through finance, industry, the government, and the military, using advanced modern technology to create invisible prisons, with secret microchips implanted into things that we use every day? Microchips and ID cards that tell about our past and give information about our present state. Phones that have microchips in them that tells the element where we are. And under the pretense of homeland security, this element is able to monitor everyone with the ability to dispose of those that oppose to the element's plans and ideas. God puts us on the job training. God never intended for you to go through something and not get anything out of it. Once you have gone through your experience, you are supposed to learn something from it. And what you learn prepares you for the next step and the next test that comes into your life. Sometimes things come at you that will have your head spinning, because it seems that these things are so overwhelming in your life. But remember, God's grace is sufficient for you to sustain you in the midst of whatever you're going through. The things that matter most in life are those things that are eternal. We need each other. We can never really be fruitful by ourselves, because no man or woman is an island. We must all partake of the cross of life. Having a vertical relationship with God and a horizontal relationship with one another that forms the cross of life. I want you all to understand that God did not call me to give my opinion. I was called by God as a pastor to give the Bible's position on the issues of life. It is my desire to be known by what I am for and not what I am against. I am for people being successful in their lives, both spiritually and naturally. So it will not be business as usual, but unusual business. Boom! What's that sound? It's God and me dropping a bomb of dunamis knowledge on you.